Yo, yo, yo. How is it going, everyone? How
Welcome
are you doing this week?
to Division 1 NSE for the. Is it the first time on the BU Barracuda's official stream that we've had Div 1? I don't know. I don't
This
remember.
is the first time on the BU Barracuda stream.
Monumental day for the organization.
This is true. I think Rocket League might have reached there first, but League is finally here, and that's what matters.
That
And
is,
I think
it's the more important game.
it is indeed. And we will be getting into the draft soon.
So what are we
So,
expecting to see out of these sides? That's the real question
what are
on
we
everyone's
expecting to
minds.
see? Look, I'll be honest. I think Squid is going to dominate 2-0. I want to see some early game carries from my boys, dude. I want to see some aggression because I know Tom hates playing passive. He hates scaling. And if they pick a scaling comp, I think he might lose it. What about you?
Lose full mental. Yeah, no, I'd love to see a bit of aggression coming out of the Squid squad today. I'd love to see, just pushing advantages on side waves, just dominating that mid lane. We know how good Mistress is in that mid lane.
Mm-hmm. I want to see one thing in particular, though. I want to see Mikey's rise, dude. Mikey's
Right, the
rise
right
is
top, yeah.
something else. Yeah. He has been practicing this pick on 5 different accounts, none of which have gone well.
So, but you
But
want to
he says
see?
he's ready.
He says he's
He says
ready.
he's ready. I was spectating the scrims last night, and they did win the Rise game. So,
Well, look, they won the Rise game, so realistically, we should see it.
realistically, we should see something. Something I don't want to see, though. I do not want to see Squid Dog on the Amumu. I think if they lock Amumu, this game will be lost instantly.
Hot take: I'm not the biggest fan of a Mumu anyway. In a lot of comps, I just think, yeah, I don't know. There's something about a Mumu that I just think rarely works. You've got to really build around it, and I don't think that Squid Squad can do that.
I agree. I agree. I think we will have to look out for mid lane, though. You know how Mistress is. Only plays the mages, to be fair, but hopefully we can draft around that. We can lock in Mackenzie, the walkie slush himself, something that can carry, something like the Zeri, something like the Yunara, something that can pump out all the damage that he wants to do with Tom in the early laning phase.
Honestly, I'd love to see Mackenzie given some agency in this game.
Yeah.
Give him a proper carry that he can just take control with.
I feel like he's matured as a player, compared to back in the day when he was on what was it, the Rift Rivals team, where he played the Jin. We all know how that went.
Oh yeah,
But
oh yeah, on LAN, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
wasn't the best showing from Mackenzie, but he seems a lot better now. He seems like a different player completely.
Oh yeah, no, I feel yeah. I mean, just comes with maturity, comes with experience. Playing in these competitive environments, you just get more used to it, and he's showing that
Yeah.
now.
I hope he does well. I hope he does well indeed. What do you think about the
Oh,
draft, though? How do you feel about the meta?
um, yeah, the meta that I know a lot about. I know, I know a lot about the current meta. Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
want to take us?
yeah,
You want to take us through the meta at the moment?
yeah.
Actually,
All right. So the current meta right now going through is, especially in pro, is they'll pick the champs like the Camille, they'll pick the Shen in the bot lane, and they will just leave their ADCs alone to fight for themselves. Like you'll see like 10 minutes in, they'll be level 4. It's crazy, but it's very aggressive supports. Like level 1, they'll be in top lane, straight gank to mid and top. And in the bot lane, it's mainly mages that have been played now, or ADCs that can play for themselves. Things like the Ezreal, things like the Jhin, things like the Sivir, and all the other mages in the game, just so they can be alone when their support is going. In the mid and top lane, it's kind of been the same, tanks, mages, but in the top lane, there's been a lot more agency with range picks, the Gnar, the Vayne. But yeah, that's about it. And of course, jungle has not changed for the last 3 years, so
yeah,
it'll be
jungle just
interesting.
Jungle does. They need to do. I feel like Jungle is just getting kind of stale at the moment. Everything's
Yeah.
just very samey with it. You just find the exact same like 3 champions are picked all the time.
Hmm. I
But
hope to see a lot of Pantheon from Max, the Squid Dog himself. That
hey,
is
that's a
one of his
question
better champs,
actually.
in my opinion. Hmm?
Is I don't know the NSE format. I'm assuming it's not fearless.
It is not fearless. No, this is just a regular
Uh,
best of three.
yeah, I love fearless. Bring
Dude,
fearless for NSE. Let's
that's what I'm
petition it.
saying. If Fearless was an NSE, this would be so much more hype, especially for Div 1.
Yeah, I feel like for Swiss, it's best of ones anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the second you start to get a bit to the best of series, and in Div 1, where the competition is so high, having that extra layer of fearless would just elevate the competition and really pick out the best of the best. I mean,
100%.
if you remember last year, we had that super team that made it to Div 1 as well, and they went
Yeah.
out in the first round to when you would have a lane swap was the meta.
Hmm.
And it just and I mean they changed it after that to it being more best of threes because the best of one when lane swap got patched out like the day after just was just really uncompetitive in a lot of ways. I'd love to
Yeah.
see them really take on board that fearless is just everywhere now for best of series. I'd love to see NSE join that as well for next year.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
agree
do
completely.
understand.
I feel like with Fearless, it becomes a lot less stale, especially with, the one tricks that we have, not only in this server, but the whole of NSE, almost everyone's a one trick, dude. You'll
Oh
have like
yeah,
your
I
Gwen
mean I was a
OTPs.
real one trick when I played.
Yeah. No, I remember. I
like
remember this.
the less said about that, the better.
No, it was interesting though. Your rel was something, it was something.
It wasn't like awful, but it definitely wasn't good.
Yeah. We do have everyone in this lobby, but we should be starting up soon
We
with the
have got
draft and
there's
everything.
a nice range of if you go back to that lobby screen, there's a nice range of ranks there. Just
Yeah.
from both sides. It's a nice, good rank distribution. I mean, obviously, you have a lot of players in the Squid squad who have peaked masters. I
Yeah.
think uh, it's only Gasked and Little Spoon who haven't managed to reach that peak yet.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so it'll be a very, very interesting game.
I mean, as we can see, the little spoon used to be D3, now it's back in Emerald 1. People who know him
Yeah.
aren't very surprised, but
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. We
If
have
you
QE
don't, get to
Tom.
know it.
We do have QE Tom here. He is a
The
Bard OTP, but he
he's
did peak.
matured as a player.
He has. He
He's
has.
very much matured as a player, especially since going more competitive.
Thank you, and thank you to Isaac in the chat for agreeing with me. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Little Spin guy is awful. Hey, a little bit, but not too far.
Look. Let's see what happens after game one,
Yeah,
then we'll
yeah.
make that judgment. Yeah,
Hey, he could be the Squid Goat today. Who knows?
he could.
Yeah. I feel like Tom has definitely improved as a player. He plays a lot more now. He plays his Renata Glass. He plays his Seraphine,
I think
a
if you
lot of
just give
picks.
Tom those picks where he can get out onto the map and he can really make an influence, that's where he shines. If you put him on, I think it would be a missight to try and play enchanters in this game.
Yeah.
Just as a whole, I think
Yeah.
if you try and put someone in an enchanter, it's just going to really just harm him.
I feel like in the current meta, especially, I want to see something like his Alistar, something that he can run around the map and, just try and take over the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Because
he does
he
best when
is,
he's able to roam.
yeah. I feel like he, as the main shot caller of this team, wants to take over the map and something like that, and putting him on an enchanter would just, stop him a little.
Yeah, I
In
would
the
not
mid
be
lane, though,
surprised.
hmm?
So I was just saying, I would not be surprised if we see Bard completely banned out in this series, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be surprised if we see a Bard get through.
Especially on this account where he has, I think it's 600 Bard games already in the season. Yeah. I feel like in the mid lane, though,
That's more games I've played of League. Full stop.
this is true. This is true.
Okay, no, that's a lie. Okay, I played a lot of ARAM. It's more Summoner's Rift games that I've
Okay.
got though.
Hey, games of solo queue. Games of solo queue, please. I think bans wise, we're gonna see a lot of Zoe ban from the enemy team for the
Yeah,
mid lane.
yeah.
Tiago, sorry, Mistress is known to play the Zoe a lot. Maybe a Talon ban because, of course, Little Spoon, Squid, Goat Squid is a Talon OTP. He says he plays other champions, but at heart he's an OTP.
Everyone at heart is an OTP. Everyone found one champion that they fell in love with when they first started playing the game, and then that's their OTP. They will then branch out once they play the game more, but
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I hope so.
I do hope that we don't just see a Talon. I'm not that convinced. Not just by Little Spoon on it, but just in general, I'm not that convinced by a Talon in competitive 5v5.
Holy. Apparently, between three of the players, they're in one game of each other in LP. So these guys really are, they're
Really
locked
locked
in.
in. They're in sync.
Yeah.
They are in sync.
They are ready to run
we'll
this game down. Hopefully. I feel like throughout this game, I want to follow around Tom a little, just to see,
Definitely.
where he ends up. But I also want to look in the mid lane, Two of the highest ranked players in this lobby are in the mid lane, the highest peaks at least. And just seeing how they lane,
So I just said there's not LP, it's all games played. That they are within one game of each other.
I see. I thought these three would be in the same one.
I think that's like, yeah.
But that is like, interesting.
Yeah.
Same ranked played, but
notice how the person with out of those three with the most games played is lowest ranked though.
True. To be fair, this is his alt account now. I will not mention the name of his main account. I don't think it's TLS, but
is that on the
I don't think we should say it.
No, I don't know what it is. That's the issue. I want to find it. I don't know what it is.
Let me DM it to you. Yeah. It is amazing. It is amazing.
Is this whose alt account is this? Is this
Tom's?
Yeah. So there is history there.
I don't
think we can say that. I mean, we should be very careful. It's not either of our Twitch accounts. We should be very careful with what's said.
Yeah, but hopefully he does well. He does have the most ranked games here by a mile, other than probably Mikey. But I don't know if you can count them as ranked games, considering it's on Gast 2, 3, and 4 as well.
Yeah, they're all different ranks as well. If you gotta look at games that are on your main account when you're looking at that, because I don't think you learn anything from playing games on Smurfs.
Yeah, I feel like you can pick up, things like what your champ does if you're trying to learn a new champ. But
yeah, of course, there is like elements that are positive. That there's a good ways to use it, but I feel like you can't get any actual game experience.
Of course,
and knowledge of how you need to be playing while on a Smurf.
And this is the main thing or rather they have been talking about, is that he needs to start playing more games on his main champion. But yeah, we've all learned from his Rise gameplay, his Gast 2 main. But, hopefully his Rise gameplay today, if he does lock it in, is a bit better.
Yeah, I don't know. Will he be fighting to lock it in? That's what
I think he'll push for it. Without Isaac here to, kind of lead the team, it's a bit more quiet in the draft. It's more led by Waki. And, I feel like people who want their champs are just get it more often now. There's not, that whole lockdown on that draft that Isaac normally has.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Isaac draft, to be completely honest. So I don't really know how good he is at drafting.
I think from what I've heard, it's more Mackenzie drafts, and Isaac says, no, that's a terrible idea.
And then what do they go with? Do they go with the original decision or what Isaac says instead?
I think it's what Isaac says instead mostly. But there is always the conversation of Isaac saying, no, let's not do this. And okay, that's a good idea.
We have 4 votes on the poll that's going on at the moment.
Mhm.
Three of those being the poll being who's going to win game one. Oh, we have five. Someone forgot to vote. Four people.
Of
The
course.
majority of people are saying Squid Squad are going to win game one.
I hope they do. I hope
I
Squid Squad makes it through.
The poll has officially ended. Squid 80%. We got I don't think we do. Can we set up a gamba for it?
Gamba? I
As they
don't know what
say.
that is. I do not know what that
You know how you
is.
can like when they do the predictions on Twitch where you put channel points in.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We do
I'm
one of
not
those.
sure. I'm not sure.
Mr. President, is that something that we can do if you're listening?
Please tell me that is. Please tell me that
Can we do
is.
predictions, or have we not got the pool to do predictions yet? I don't remember.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll find out after this short message from our sponsors.
Short message from our
We can't set
president.
up- Yeah. Who are our sponsors today?
Who are our
Sponsored by
sponsors?
Jack the Hydra.
Oh, Jack the Hydra. Jack the Hydra will be on later, by the way, for a special segment. He is our resident expert on League of Legends.
Yeah.
He's
We're bringing
reached
him
the
in
peaks.
for some analysis after game one,
Yeah.
just to get his idea of where we're going.
He has reached the peaks of solo key ranked and the depths all in the same day. But he'll have an insightful opinion on this. Hopefully he'll explain some of the things we might have missed. Apparently he's the first European in Challenger. I believe it.
I believe it.
100%. Apparently Max likes Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You like what you like, I guess. It's not personally
Apparently.
music for me, but I respect it.
Oh, the draft has started. The draft has started. I wonder what we're going to see from Squid Squad bands, because I have not looked at Deadline Day and their mains, but
I haven't.
we do know what to
I haven't
expect.
looked either.
We do know somewhat to expect from the Squid Squad side on the picks. So hopefully we'll be able to figure it all out. The Viego band comes in. Here. And yep, there's the Talon band taken away from Max right there. Squid Goat himself. They're hovering the Silas band. I like this band because Mistress plays a lot of, immobile mages, and the Silas really can just take over that lane. And
especially with like the champions that a lot of these players on Squid Squad want to pick. A lot of them have really influential ultimates as well that Silas still could change the balance of a team fight.
For sure. Yeah, and there's the Bard band as well to catch the other OTP on Squid Squad.
We've already figured out what their bands would be already.
There's the Mel band too. I also like this because, again, super powerful into the mages that Mistress plays, but also a menace in bot lane.
A lot of Mel, though.
Kinda.
Not as much anymore. Not as much
anymore. No, yeah. It's kind of like, flavor of the season for Mel. But, I do like to see it because if Mel was picked bot lane as well, that would hurt Mackenzie's chances to play in this game because he doesn't really play much of the mages. And there's the Mordekaiser band. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Are we all going to see? Are we going to see the Zeri picked up straight away?
Zeri's being hovered right now. Yeah, this would be a good pick in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not always the biggest fan of blinding your ADC, but
yeah,
I mean, if you're as confident as Mackenzie is on a champion, then I mean, you can do what you want, really.
Yeah. I'd like to see support saved for the 4-5 picks, obviously. But, I'd like to see Zeri early pick for Mackenzie because that is a champ he can take over the game in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think out of like all the pools, I think support definitely has like the biggest in terms
Yeah.
of who's on Squid Squad's team. I wouldn't mind them sacrificing it.
Mhm.
So they're not
They're
they're not going to be completely banned out of like you might be with a top lane.
yeah. Okay, we see that Zareth and Xin Zhao picked up from Deadline Diff. The Xin Zhao just a very OP champ right now. You know, not many counters, not many things you can do against them, especially for Max, whose champ pool isn't the widest. And the Zareth also picked up. Not sure if that's going to go mid or bot lane yet. I think it might go to the bot lane to counter the Zeri, you know, slow the Zeri down.
Yeah.
And they'll pick a roaming support and force the Zeri into a one-on-one with a Zerath. And on Squid Squad side, they have picked up the Pantheon we were talking about earlier as well. That is one of Max's best champions, in my opinion, in the jungle role. Definitely one of the champs he plays the most. Ooh.
And we are seeing a very Yumi. Now that's a
Ooh.
throwback and a half. I don't know. I don't think I like that.
I don't know if I like this more than
I
the
don't think I like
Lulu
it.
either. Putting Tom on a champ where he has to stick to Mackenzie
Yeah.
and he can't influence the map as much is going to be definitely interesting. This is definitely
Obviously, they
this
have a
isn't
game
his
plan. They
playstyle.
have a game plan behind it, but I don't
Yeah.
really like it. Obviously, we'll have to see how
no.
it plays out, but
They must have played it before, but you know, we'll see how it goes, I guess. There is the Alistar picked up on the other side to hopefully get this Pantheon away from the Xin Zhao, the Zerath, because Pantheon obviously has this global ultimate. You know, that's probably going to land on Zerath if he casts his own ultimate. You know, just to protect the Zerath.
Yeah.
He can play along with the Xin Zhao very well on invades on the Pantheon as well. You know, a lot of pressure created with this pick. I'm not sure how Squid is going to answer it. Hopefully we'll see something creative pop up. You know, maybe the Yumi hops on someone other than the Zeri. Who knows? That's a no ban. Wait, what? Talia ban. Okay,
yeah,
cool. So Talia is banned from Mistress. This is a good ban in my opinion.
I do like the Talia ban into
Yeah. Talia obviously good into the Xin Zhao and the Alistar, but also really good with the Pantheon. Having double globals in a game like this,
definitely.
very important. The
And then the
Yasuo and the
being banned
Malphite
away.
bans. I don't know how to feel about the Malphite ban. I feel like he's not that threatening, but I'm assuming they're gonna blind pick their top laner on 4 now.
Yeah, that looks the most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to be scared of Mikey's Malphite always, but I don't know if that's the team he's on or the team he's against should be scared.
Indeed, I agree. Let's see. Looking at what he's about to pick up next. The Yone locked in. That is a flex still between the mid and top. I feel like the Zerath will be going bot now.
Yeah,
that kind of reinforces a little. Yeah.
It just feels like it makes the most sense.
Yeah. Picking the Zerath again lets the Alistar play the map a lot more.
I do really like that Yone pick. It just means that they're not locked into a potential counter pick.
Yeah.
They can still have the counter pick if they so desire.
That is the Michael Gast top lane Ornn. Interesting.
I like Ornn as a champion, but how good is Mikey's Ornn?
Mikey's Ornn is beautiful. Mikey's Ornn is beautiful. Oh, if I could sing praises about Mikey about one thing, it's his Ornn, all right. That guy knows how to play the Ornn. The Aurora locked in. Okay, both of these champs counter the Yone pretty
not
hard.
Locked in yet.
Oh, true.
Now it is.
Oh, it is now.
It is now locked in.
Both champs really good into the Yone. So this Yone will be forced into a bad matchup regardless. It's just who is going to take that pick and who are they going to try counter pick now. I would like to see maybe this Yone go top and counter pick the Aurora because counter picking an Ornn is kind of redundant. You know what I mean? Putting an Ornn behind won't really delay him.
Yeah. I think the Yone probably can.
Ooh.
We actually just have no idea, I guess. we haven't got an idea. I guess, sure.
Um,
Why not? Why not? Why not flex everything?
why not? I
Why
think
not?
that's our Religa top lane,
You have
just
to. You have to
because,
think so.
yeah, Aurelia in the mid lane just isn't as good as the Yone, like at all.
Yeah, especially into this Aurora. I don't think I like the Aurelia into it at all.
Yeah, but all right, we will see. We will see. All right, and now we're in for the delay.
Right,
Um,
do we want to bring in our resident expert for their thoughts on the draft?
I think we should. I think we should bring in Jack the Hydra. What are your thoughts on the draft, my friend?
Hello, I am Jack the Hydra, best League of Legends player in Bournemouth. This draft looks awful for the Squid squad here. I've got to say this. Strongest player on the team, in my opinion, on Yumi. Not a good look. That's carried with low skill expression.
Yeah.
I would say Tom and me on Yumi in a 1v1. I feel like I would come out on top, and that's saying something.
Mm.
But you've got to remember though, the Zeri Yumi has been such a powerful and oppressive combo in like competitive League of Legends for basically since they both came out.
Mm-hmm.
So there's clearly some method behind it here. They've clearly got a game plan in mind. I do want to see how this plays out.
I don't want to burst your bubble, Ezra, but this is not competitive League of Legends. This is NSE.
True.
And in NSE,
True.
anything goes. And
Anything goes.
anything can go wrong. Moore's Law, whatever the hell it's called. And let me tell you, having an Alistar... do we know what the roles are exactly? I didn't...
No, we'll find out when we go into the loading screen,
sure.
I think. We don't
All
exactly
I know
know.
is that I think Mackenzie's gonna lose lane hard. I think Wacky Slush is gonna really struggle in the early game.
Oh, indeed. I agree. Oh, that's beautiful.
I hope I need to pray for Squid Squad, but I do want to say I hope they win. In a moral way, from a chances looking standpoint right now, I will say it's not gonna look too good right now. It's not gonna look amazing.
Too good, you say?
Yes.
All right. Well, would you like to disclose your rank to everyone watching?
So it's an awkward thing because on my alt accounts I am Challenger, EU, consistently High Grandmaster, but on my main account, due to League of Legends matchmaking, they've put me in losers queue, but I'm stuck in losers queue. So my main rank on my main account is Bronze 3 because they keep on putting me against Smurfs for some reason.
Yeah,
it's it's highly unusual, and somehow they're even higher ranked than me. I don't know how they do it. I didn't even know there were that many good Europeans, but apparently there are.
Sorry, Mr. Jack the Hydra. Can I just ask, what server are these alt accounts in Challenger on?
Oh wow! If you can look at the stream, there seems to be Jack the Hydra's op.gg. I wonder what happened. Wow, let's look at this, huh? Interesting.
So if we don't scroll down any further, you'll see a lot of wins here when I managed to escape losers queue. Ignore the initial win rates. I was playing.
It's so blue.
It's so blue.
It's very blue. And the top one's an ARAM game, so you can't. I think it's ARAM. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll list it. Okay, so if you look at the win rates right here, you can see that nothing is positive other than his one game of Mordekaiser,
which went 0-3-0 by the way.
Those
when one game is Mordekaiser, by the way.
Those statistics are misleading at best.
Oh, someone rumble ulted his match history. What is this? What is this?
Rolling out the red carpet. I didn't know we had a celebrity in town.
Of course. Wow.
Quick, Hydra
Jack
balls,
the Hydra. Jack the Hydra. Wow.
I'm just saying, on the caster's couch right now, I did win lane against Squid Dog once. I will say this. I did win lane against Squid Dog once, so I do have a sparkling record on my main account, of course.
Of course.
Aside from ranked, as we all know, ranked doesn't actually matter.
Okay, we are seeing, by the way, as we get into game now, we are seeing that Yone mid lane and the Aurelia top, like Yak thought.
Yeah. All right, this looks good. This looks good. I have high hopes for the Walkie/bot lane. I believe in him like no other man could. Any last thoughts, Jack the Hydra, before you leave?
God bless them. And I hope they
God
play
bless
well.
'em.
And I will now return to my cave while I write my notes.
Thank you very
Perfect.
much, Jack
Thank
the
you for coming
Hydra.
on.
We will see you after game 1
Good to be
for
here.
your opinions on
Thank
what we've
you so
seen
much,
so
Jack the
far.
Hydra. You are much appreciated here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Well, now
So
that
what are we
Lobob's gone,
what are we thinking? What are we going to be seeing out of this bot lane then in these early stages of the match?
what are we gonna see? Well, I think we're gonna see a lot of aggression from the red side bot lane and a lot of, hanging back for obviously the left side over here, the Walkie Slush himself. I hope he does well, as I've said before, but you don't know what to expect into the Zenith Alistar. They will be aggressive. The Zinthou's probably going to look for multiple dives as well, because there is the Yumi.
You have to.
Not
I
much
think in a
counterplay.
lane like this, there's not loads that this Squid Squad bot lane can do in the early game. It's more surviving the early game and then just figuring it out afterwards. I guess just making sure they can take little advantages into the mid game and not be too far behind going into out of the laning phase.
This might be the most aggressive Yumi I've ever witnessed. Holy! Oh, Mike, he's getting all in right now. Back to the bot lane again. He's playing Yumi like he plays Bard. It's very interesting.
I feel like he knows one way of playing, and that is just this is Bard.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's not one-dimensional. He's just not open-minded. He knows what he knows. He knows what he does.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Max's spear speed, of course. Oh, and all in mid lane. Good trading from the Yone, trying to keep this lane as equal health as possible in the early game, where the Aurora will have the godforsaken push. I hate that character. Can I be honest with you?
Which one?
Aurora. I hate that Aurora character.
I don't mind Aurora.
She just does so much and loses so little.
That is just unfortunately a symptom of modern League of Legends.
True.
It's just modern League of Legends. Are we going to see an early kill here?
Oh, great trading from the Yone.
That's really good. Playing on his timers perfectly.
That is great. Waiting for the E from the Aurora to all in there. As we can see, full clear McGee, Squid Dog.
In 3
not
minutes.
looking at his map. Already basing, not even contesting the bot scuttle. He doesn't have that bot prog. He can't fight that. Electing to recall and probably move top here. There is something special about the Squid Goat himself, and that is that he will only full clear. Oh, it's first blood to the Yone.
That's going to make that lane a lot more difficult now.
Yeah.
Seeing an early Dark Seal coming out, though, from Mistress, if you just look in the bottom half of your screen.
Yeah, true. The most gold efficient item in the game after the Kindle Gem.
True.
God bless the Kindle Gem. Heavy trading from the bot side still. They are just bullying the Zerayumi to low health.
They're playing perfect. They're playing exactly how they should be playing this lane. They have all the advantage.
Yeah. The Xerath, of course, with his passive, able to create mana out of thin air. For some reason. For some goddamn reason.
Because why not?
Why not? Yeah, just bullying Mackenzie out. The top lane has quite a substantial lead as well in the CS. Mikey here trying to freeze the lane, but I don't think it will work out. It is the Irelia. You cannot freeze an Irelia.
Yeah.
Another great trade from the Yone. This is not looking good for Tiago. Oh, and he's
Yeah,
committing to the
Journey
all-in, misses the
playing
Q, has to
perfectly.
back off now. Oh, flashed by the
Full
Aurora.
flash. No, Jin Zhao's there just to stop any threat of a dive.
All right, perfect. Keeping it nice and simple. Yone does
Neutralizing
hit
that wave
6
state
here.
up in top lane as the Aurelia backs. Just gonna be
Oh,
better for.
but Yone does commit the Fate Sealed in the mid lane. Doesn't get anything out,
Oh,
out of it. The Aurora forced ulti as well. There looks like an all-in happening, but the blue side bot lane has first move. The Xerath is still on the wave.
It looks like it's just gonna be just a winning fight overall.
This is great for the Squid Dogs.
Mistress does have to go between worlds to survive, but getting the kill back onto the Xin Zhao there and being able to take this first dragon, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, really good for the Aurora lane. She is now allowed to dominate the lane a bit more, even though the Sione has the Berserker Greaves. But more importantly, the Dark Seal has paid off. She is now stacking this Dark Seal.
The Dark Seal.
Yep. Ooh, missing a couple minions there. Maybe looking to all in. Oh, game is paused.
Comes out.
The ADC is DC'd. Well, nothing new from Mackenzie there. Nothing new from Mackenzie.
So let's go through the first 6 minutes of that game then. All action. There's been no breaks in the action so far.
Absolutely. This Yone is all-inning every other wave, you know? Enemy bot. Oh, we're back! And Mackenzie has lost half his health. Oh, hello?
Something's happened.
What's happened? The stream looks fine.
Yeah.
Hello?
Me when League of Legends client.
I love League of Legends client.
I love League of Legends client.
What's happened here? My FPS is moving. Oh, and we're back.
We're back. We're back.
It must have been the... Oh!
Just die solo, and they're gonna get...
Oh, and the dive bot lane.
They are. Is Tom going to do anything back?
The kill. Alright. Okay, this is my bad. Ooh! The Yumi gets stunned, but Squid goes on his way, Wing him out of the thing. Alistar picks up a double kill, but the kill's going straight back to
I think
Squid Dog
importantly,
here.
the fact those 2 kills went to the Alistar and not the Xerath is just huge for the side of the Squid squad. Obviously, giving up those 2 deaths is bad. You're giving up some plates, but the fact that gold doesn't go to that carry means it's not as bad as it could have been.
Thank you to Isaac for reminding me. It's because of the pause delay that however much time was paused, we'll have to re-add it to the spectator delay.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing nearly 2k gold lead. 1 point.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
6K
all into the
gold
top
lead.
lane. This is winning for the Ornn. Burns his ulti. The Ornn noticeably has the Bramble Vest. This Irelia cannot heal on him. It's not looking good. And it evens out.
Yeah, I mean, flash used out of the Ornn.
And all in on the bot side as well.
Yeah, just gets blown up. There's nothing else.
Yeah. Very silly from Squid Dog. Not the smartest.
Get the kill back on the Yone.
Living on a sliver of health. Very unfortunate for Squid Squad here. But yeah, just not the greatest idea.
It's not the cleanest early game.
Yeah, not at all. Very, very disappointed to see from Squid Dog with his decision making there, electing to fight that when they are behind right now on the bot side. One thing to note though, Alistar getting the kills will not be great for the scaling on the right side, but for the early side, that Alistar is accelerated on his first item, and that is a very important first item. So
yeah, I mean, anytime you can get support accelerated on gold, especially a support like Alistar with so much playmaking potential, can just tank more damage going in to those all-ins.
Yeah,
it is dangerous. It's just such a difficult position for Squid Squad here. I don't know. They just have to not take fights. They have to just try and just to farm and stabilize the gold.
Yeah. This is something that I did note earlier. I'm not sure I like the scaling team comp from Squid Squad. These players...
No, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, these players aren't the best at this scaling style. Mikey now here picked up for the Xin Zhao. Again, accelerating the Xin Zhao is very scary when he gets his first item. Not many champions can duel him, especially this Pantheon, who has fallen behind earlier in the enemy jungle.
I mean, it took a lot from the side of Deadline Diff. And they are, Miss is going to get that shutdown.
Yeah, very good pick from Squid Squad here. They found a way that they can, you know, Tom can still roam. He just hops on Max and they're all good.
Hops on the Pantheon and then, yeah, can... Are they going to catch the Aurelia here?
Oh, now they're looking top. The Aurelia caught out of position here.
They do catch the Aurelia.
Exhaust goes down. This Aurelia will probably get picked up by the Pantheon as well. That's a lot of gold to this Pantheon right now.
That is very, very good. That is exactly what Squid Squad needed to be able to stabilize this game. They should be able to turn that into Void Grubs here as well.
This looks very good for us. Control the vision, control the mind, said someone.
I think that was Confucius who said that, actually.
Of course. Yeah, both shredded by the Aurelia there, you know, trying to proxy this Ornn. But the timing was just off. This Pantheon was moving up with this Yuumi, and, you know, he was just caught out, unaware.
It's not been the cleanest of early games from either side here, but obviously Deadline Diff do have that advantage over a 3k gold lead now.
Yeah. It has been very scrappy. It's been a fiesta. I don't know what else to say.
It's all in the advantage they've got in these side waves. If you look at the difference, I mean, 2 plates left on both side lane towers at 11 minutes in. That's where all the gold lead is. So much standing gold on this map.
Mm-hmm. Something to note, this Aurelia does have the board. He can just all in the Ornn here, but fails it! Guys, Mikey!
Mikey is the greatest Ornn ever seen.
Pantheon all in the bot lane, catches out the Zerath!
And the Zeri gets a shutdown.
Oh my god, we are so
bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in this game.
This is something we highlighted earlier in the drafting phase. This Pantheon can cash this Zerath out at any moment's notice. This Zerath has no mobility. His flash goes to both burnt now, and he died. Kill to the Zeri. This is huge swing for the scaling team here. Keeping even in gold at this stage of the game. As late as this goes, it looks favored for Squid Squad right now.
100%, especially with these grubs. It's the power they've got now to take down these plates and equalize some of that gold.
So Alistar moving in, probably just try to slow their backs here. Can't do much though, he is alone.
But if you look on the map, you have the Zerath and the Xin Zhao coming in to support.
Zerath is here now, slow comes in, stun comes in. Stun goes wide! Ult is popped. Kill for the Xin Zhao. They're gonna keep going for the dive. Knocked up, and Alistar doesn't die there either.
They don't even get the one back.
That is unfortunate for the Squid Squad. This tower is low. They will get the first turret gold probably here.
I don't see any way they don't get that turret gold.
Thankfully, the 3 grubs did go to the side of Squid Squad, but I don't think it matters here. The Zerath is just hitting on this tower. No one to contest him.
Yeah, you're starting to see these first items come through. Big ones now. Obviously, Sundered Sky coming through for Xin Zhao. Pantheon matches it, but Xin Zhao just uses it so much better.
Yeah, very big item spikes. The Fate Seal goes wide, but the all-in keeps going. And it comes nothing of it because Pantheon's there to cover the Yone. As we can't see here, though, this Xin Zhao is now 4-1. He is making his way to the GA second, I believe that is. And when he gets that GA, these Drake fights, these Herald fights, they'll be heavily favored.
The Irelia might just be dead again here. It's a wonderful one, but Mikey is having quite a good game up here. And Tom just
another kill for the
in their own
Xerath.
jungle.
Yeah, not much vision
Max
here.
is just frozen away from his own raptors.
Yeah. I don't know what Max can do. He's losing a lot of gold here. The whole of Xin Zhao's jungle is still up for him to grab. He will be ahead here. But the most important thing about this side lane tower being taken in the bot side is now when the Aurora and... Oh, what was that?
I think Matt, he just mistimed his ultimate there. I don't know what really the plan was in that.
Not sure at all. But as I was saying earlier, opening up the side lane for the Yone in this later stage of the game allows him to play a lot more aggressive with this Aurora, who does win in that shorter lane.
I just mean there's so much prio on this side wave that it's so important.
Yeah. This Yone, of course, being able to pressure these lanes with TP advantage as well. And that's another kill to the Yone, but it's 1-for-1.
He loses the stacks, but he gets the gold.
I think, you know, a bit better for the Yone here. He's electing to go this new build that's been coming up. Where you go Phantom Dancer first into more damage. You get your crit spike earlier, but your early laning phase with that one item is a lot weaker than if you did go the Bork there. It'll be interesting to see against this Ornn as well, who's going straight armor. The Frozen Heart already in. He has a Steel Caps. He has that Bramble Vest. He will not take damage from this Yone. You can also see Squid now.
The Herald here. But it looks like they're just gonna collapse on the Aurora and just take the advantage in the side wave. Can Miss just escape this? He looks like he does get out.
Yep. They decided that they can't fight this Herald. They feel a bit too late, and they start up the Drake instead. I think this is winning for the side of Deadline Diff. This Dragon a much more important objective than this Herald, which will be out of sync with another objective. So this Herald cannot be used as a combat Herald. It can only be used for a tower. Will be interesting. The Fatal goes wild. Oh no.
And it's just another kill for Mistras, but again, Pantheon is just being caught out. Every single time it feels like it goes over to that Pantheon, it looks like he's just caught out of place, caught out of position, caught out of step with his team, and it's just bleeding.
Again, very bold strategy by Max here, electing to contest any vision without prio. And we've seen how it plays out. It's just not in favor for him. This won't end up good for him in the long run, giving over all this gold.
We will start to see, as this game goes on, I have noted the Ornn items that get upgraded. How big will that be for the side of Squid Squad?
I mean, it's massive.
Unless they're too far behind. If they're, I mean, this far behind, I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Call of Fortune does come out, and the Pantheon comes in behind. And the Irelia is going to die again in this lane.
Yeah.
Or should at least.
Where they're cut around. 5 deaths already. It looks like one of my solo queue games and I'm on the Irelia. This is not looking good. I mean, again, with these Ornn items, that is a lot of gold value, especially on these low-cost champs like the Pantheon, you know, the Ornn. They don't need a lot of gold to function. When they get these Ornn items, it just facilitates that even more. Fate Seal going wide again.
Fate Seal has been missed pretty much every time we've seen it so far.
Yeah, Flash comes out from Mackenzie. Yeah, Yumi picks up the kill, however. And it looks like these two are both cut out.
And it's just... Zeri with the movement. Alistar's forced to flash to chase.
Oh wait, the Zer's
Alistar,
cooking.
Alistar
the
might
stun
just
comes
be dead
through.
here. Oh,
Unfortunate.
unfortunate. Very well played there from Mackenzie.
Zinzao
Just trying
and
to get out.
Yone. Yeah,
But
both
that stun
Zinzao and
coming
Yone
through,
picking up
dude.
a kill. Dude, this Zinzao is now 5-1-2 with the Death Stand second now. Only one who can really do damage to him here is the Aurora, who is 4-2, thankfully. She can do a lot of damage, but with the Death Stance and the burst, it's not looking good. This Zinzao looks nearly unkillable.
Yeah, the Xin is going to be, I think, the biggest threat in these team fights. But I do think if you take down the Xin Zhao, they don't really have much of a threat.
I agree
If you're,
completely.
if you're able to isolate them in a fight, and Xerath just gets absolutely deleted.
Alistar.
Alistar. Headbutt saves his ADC.
Yep.
That was a get down Mr. President moment if I've ever seen one.
Dude, this Alistar has done a lot across this map, saved a lot of people. Now placing Vision into the enemy jungle. Only thing that can stop him is a little cat in a book.
This Alistar is exactly what I was hoping to see out of Tom today in the bot lane, but we'll see the Zeri Yumi
Yeah.
so far hasn't been that effective.
Yeah, I feel like Tom has taken a back burner here, but he has picked up a kill, you know. He is accelerated, but he's also 1-4 on the Yumi. Not something you see often out of that champion.
You'd expect to normally have, like, maybe, even if the ADC is struggling, have maybe 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Herald forced to go down mid, so I think the timer was running out, and it's going to do nothing with it. Really wasted. I would have liked
Get some
to
gold
see
for Max, but...
I would have liked to see that Herald used after the pick on the Aurelia. And just force that issue, force that top tower down. At least you open up a side lane there.
Yeah.
But
granted, it is good chunking. But I don't like that this Aurelia has to...
just to escape.
A big fight here. The TP coming in from the Ornn. Call of the Forge God hitting now.
Call of the Forge God should get...
And the Zinzao just picked off like that.
Goes down. And this is what I mean. Once they have the fight, you see... Deadline Diff are just retreating straight away.
Yup. 500 gold shut down, 800 gold straight into the pockets of Tiago here. They're all just falling apart.
It's a slaughter as the dragon comes up.
There's still a 4.5k deficit, but it doesn't look like anything at this point. They're still losing the fights.
This is exactly what I was saying earlier. The second that Xin Zhao goes down, they have no real threat. Especially when you have the Ornn coming into the fight.
Something I would like to note here that Isaac has pointed out, it is a level 15 Pantheon, and he has only given one person the upgrade. I'm not sure what he's planning on doing here. I'm not sure why he hasn't upgraded these items already, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I think that could be some of the difference we're seeing. Once those items gets upgraded, I don't think there's much.
I'd love to see Squid go, though. He is trying to put this game on his back. He has been caught out a few times, but he has, you know...
I like that he's trying... I like the ideas, but the execution has not always been... It feels like he's getting caught out of place without his team too much.
Yeah. I feel like his ult as well.
You don't have loads of survivability on that Pantheon, either.
Yeah.
The second that that deflect goes down, you just... are kind of stuck, especially early game where you don't have any items.
This Yumi is walking around with the Pantheon to get this vision. The Xin Zhao walking alone. Could there be anything? No, just walking right back away. And back to full clear McGee from Squid Dog himself. Nothing surprising. We can't see from the items though. This Ornn has a lot of armor. He looks unkillable. 370 armor, and there's 3 AD on this team. The only person who can hit it right now is this Xerath, but this Xerath is so far. He's not as accelerated as he should be, you know. So he won't be doing any damage to this Ornn.
I think if the Zeref had those two early kills that the Alistar got, we'd be looking at a very different story here, and that Ornn would be very, very susceptible. But
100%.
with the way the match has played out, I think, yeah, it's just not... The Ornn is just can just take over these fights and just basically stand in the front line as you let the Zeri just free fire her.
Yeah. I feel like especially with how these comps are, the way these team fights will be, you see on the left side, a very team fight oriented comp, and on the right side, more of a side laning comp over here. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to expect, but I feel like when it comes to these late game team fights around those Elders, those Barons, Squid Squad will come ahead, especially with that Pantheon ulti, that Ornn ulti, to get in and just, you know, get onto that Xerath, who is their main source of damage now.
I think these fights are going to be very, very interesting to see as we get later and later on in these games.
As you can see here, we're in a bit of a lull state before anything spawns. 2 minutes on the Drake.
Obviously, Baron is up, but I don't think either team's in a position to really contest it at the moment. Both teams are too scared of what the others could do.
Xerath ulti coming out just to poke this Pantheon down. Looking near this Baron pit. TP coming in for Mistress. The Xerath is just caught. He's one health. He can't play.
Present Guard comes out just should mean that the Xin Zhao gets away safe. Somehow the Yone doesn't die, and Zeri's just dead on the back line.
Very disjointed. I don't like this from Squid Squad. Their
the
front
Squid
line,
Squad team
Mikey.
was so disjointed.
Mikey elected to leave his Zeri alone. Yeah.
But
I don't know what was going through his mind. They just left the Zeri alone. What is this Ornn thinking?
They should be able to take the mid tower from this.
Alright. This pressure has allowed them to push in. Now it's just the Yone who's caught trolling again.
And yeah, Yone is just...
What is this guy?
He's
Screwed Max! No!
No!
What are you doing? No!
And the turn... And it's just a bloodbath now. You had to say that comes all from Max just overstepping there.
Who does he think he is?
And it looks like they're going for the Baron. These respawn timers, no one's gonna be up in time. It's a free Baron now for the side of Deadline Diff.
This Yone has 2 items. He has the Infinity Edge. He can burst his Baron down freely. This Aurelia can just walk bot lane, hit that tower.
There's no way of contesting.
They just threw the whole game, dude! Alright.
And they should be able to basically run straight down to this Ocean Drake, go onto Soul Point, and it just looks so unplayable now.
Yeah. Misses here too late. The Pantheon ulti into his own red Baron pit. Interesting. Very interesting. Yone going in. 4 men face shield
times 3!
Oh! The Zinzal goes in!
Put a turn.
But no, there's no one helping him! The Aurelia ulti goes in. There's just no damage. There's just no damage. The Xerath ulti goes wide on every single one of them.
Mistress goes golden, but it looks like somehow
Mistress is down again.
They all just what is going on? What is this game?
And this is an ace for Deadline Diff. What are we doing?
What is that? Well, looked like it could have been a winning fight, turned into a triple kill for the Yone and a full team wipe.
This Yone, who was so far behind, could deal no damage, is now 6-3 and 4. When he bases, he can buy his third item straight up. But most importantly, this Aurora, she's lost her shattered arm guard. She does not have that for the Xin Zhao, for the Aurelia, for this Yone. She is not safe in these fights anymore. She cannot go in until she finishes that Zanya, which is another 1,600 gold.
I mean, you have to what is Squid Squad thinking there? Like, I understand but they just overcommitted again. It's the same mistake you see time and time again. Just if you're this far behind, you take the little advantages and you leave the fight. You don't try and push it further.
I mean, I can't help but think that was one of Max's calls again. He's been this very aggressive shot caller for this team. He has been trying to force this team to take these fights that haven't ended up good for them. And again, they just take a fight that they should have waited a little. If Mistress is allowed to, join this fight a bit earlier, if they slow it down, even if they give the Drake, they can take the fight after. But fighting before this Drake is even there without your Aurora, it's a terrible idea.
Once again, it's the same thing. It's disjointed team fights. There's no real communication between the team. It feels like everyone's got their own ideas of, oh, we should go in here, we should go in there, and they're just not then able to execute. It's always just dead again.
This Aurora
might be able to get
4
something.
items. It looks bad. The Aurelia can win this fight right now.
Yeah, Aurelia
there you go.
Wins it, and then it's.
And the Pantheon looks like he can pick up another kill, but this Aurelia is still gaming out of her mind. Dies now. But yeah, that's that Shattered Arm card. She can't play.
I do think the coach needs to go in there and have a word. Honestly,
their coach is on a flight.
I know, that's the issue. That's the issue. Quick, get Dylan Falco on the phone.
Get him on the call. He'll help them.
Get Perks on the phone.
Oh, don't get Perks on the phone. Oh no.
I've watched the G2 games so far. They've not been too bad.
They just did lose to KC.
Yeah, but like KC are like one of those teams. KC are like really bad until they play G2.
True. Oh, a bit of overextension from the Yone here, though. They managed to collapse on him. As you can see, the Zero has a revitalize.
It's an 11k gold lead at this 30 minutes into the game. I feel like we're at the point of the game where, outside of huge misplays from the side of Deadline Diff, it just
oh my god,
this Alistar knockups are just.
This Alistar saving the game here. The Zero managed to escape.
I think
the Aurelia ulti goes wide.
And it's just leaving Max to fight the Aurelia alone and somehow not die.
Manages to escape on 1 health here.
I mean, just if you just look at this bot side jungle and look at all the vision around it. It's just red wards everywhere. They have. Squid Squad can't even walk up into their own jungle without the fear of just being jumped on.
Yeah, I mean, the only vision they really have on this whole map, it seems like, is that one ward near their red buff and their Krugs. Nothing else really. And I think that's just how it happens when you play this Yuumi. This Yuumi can't walk alone anywhere. Doesn't have that escape tool that she has with like other champs can.
Yuumi's so dependent on everyone else in the game doing well. It essentially becomes a 4v5.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like if you're so far behind, it is just a 4v5. Yuumi has nothing to do in this game, which is why I didn't exactly like the pick to begin with. I wanted to give Squid Squad credit. I know they've been swimming a lot. I was hoping, maybe they've been working on it. Maybe they've been cooking up some fire. But no, we need to take them out of the kitchen. Turn off the gas.
Yeah, I mean, seeing Tom on this kind of pick is. It's like taking a man and cutting off his legs. I don't know about this.
The analogy is perfect there, and Zoe just caught out again, and just
Oh, the Yone might be caught as well, but that's what I was mentioning earlier.
Just
this
can't let him die
Rylai's.
at this point, though.
Yeah. This Zebrath with a Rylai's, it makes it kind of kills Zeri as a champion. He can't move anywhere. If even one ult lands, one Q lands, he can't walk. And now they look to end the game.
This is game 1. You got 2 waves pushing in. Super's coming in on the next wave. Respawn time is 20 seconds. And it's just over. It's over in game 1. And we're going to game 2 and hope that the Squid Squad can recover and they don't let this boom their mental.
Yeah, I mean, this game looking really good at some points for this Squid Squad team, but
Can we just very quickly on the? I don't know if you can see it. Can you go to the gold graph? I want to see how like close they were to evening it out at points.
Give me 1 second. I'm just updating the score, and then it will be like the gold graph, right?
Yeah, I just want to see how close it was at points because they were down gold the entire game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where the gold graph is on this because it's a custom game. But
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if you could. I didn't know if you could do it or not because it's custom.
income. But
It's
no,
just
I don't know.
player by. You can't do it by team. I don't think.
No, I think it's because I wasn't playing. It won't be my custom
Yeah.
history either. But
Oh well.
yeah,
I mean, we know that they were down the entire time. I
yep.
mean, there was obviously moments where it looked decent, but
Yeah.
right, should we bring in
Jack the Hydra.
Jack the Hydra for some analysis? As it seems
I think
like
we should.
Little Spoon has not even in the lobby.
He's left the lobby, yeah.
So I feel we have a bit of time to have a bit of a proper discussion about this game.
Of course.
And I want to pass it over to Jack the Hydra now. Jack?
Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut out a bit there. We want me
That's
to
all
talk
right.
about how that game went. That utter shit fest from Squid team.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I was not happy. I was not a happy chappy being first the European challenger player for League of
Of
Legends.
course.
This could have been a slam dunk, I feel, for Squid Squad here. Because Deadline Diff were ass, I gotta say this. We had Mikey winning lane. We already knew Wocky Slush was gonna lose lane. But I wanted all the other lanes to just keep up and at least go even. And I don't know how we had two losing lanes with an Ornn winning, and Ornn's not gonna have much impact on the game. He's not a carry. He's just gonna help with the team fights. So you'd think the team where they're like, okay, we need these team fights, we need these strong team fights. They're not team fighting, they're skirmishing. Ornn is nowhere to be seen for half these fights. It's insane. And Jin Zhao, like, we saw some key shutdowns on Jin Zhao throughout the game. And I thought the momentum would have a clear shift there, but it just completely got lost there. And it was a real struggle to keep back that momentum of the shutdown, I feel.
I mean, I kind of have to agree there. I mean, a bit earlier ago, while you were speaking, you said to be expected from Mackenzie. Would you like to explain your beef with this guy?
I have multiple beefs with Mackenzie. I have multiple. Number one, I am also, funnily enough, a top 500 Overwatch player. And I was also doing Overwatch NSE. And my team, Callas Daycare, full respect. We were,
Of course.
we were doing well, I feel, in our strong division 3, strong division 3 for NSE. And I had to take a holiday off because I was visiting my partner, my boyfriend. And
of course,
I've been wanting to be on stream for the whole of NSE to see. And I was I was hyped up. I wanted to play well in front of a crowd, as I so often want to play it. And the one time that I'm not home to play with Callas Daycare, Mackenzie sweeps in, and he in fact gets the stream match that I was so desperately clinging for, and had the audacity to win as well on top of that. So I do have beef with Mackenzie, also known as Wocky Slush, in this game. And so I do not wish him to win lanes. And I was... Yeah. Those are what I have to say. That's what I have to say about Wocky Slush, aka Mackenzie.
I see.
Another disappointing performance from Squid Dog as well, I feel.
Yeah.
Having an incredibly strong early game champion like Pantheon, and not even seemingly, in my notes it says he didn't even do a dive for the first 5 minutes of the game. He was not utilizing this team game very teamly. He was just farming. He was farming with one of the best early game champions in the game, I feel. Especially on level 3 with his thing. And he did maintain a good power spike on his level 6, but as we could see with his R's throughout this game, I do not know how he if he knew what that button did half the time.
Of course, of course. I mean, something I want to pick up on that game is that this Yone kept missing ults, dude. Like, I don't know, we had such a strong mid gap, and I feel like if we utilize that pressure more with that Pantheon, get the Yumi on this Pantheon instead of the Zeri for quite a bit, we can play a bit more aggressive, especially. And maybe this Pantheon would be caught out less as well, less alone. Get that strong mid jungle to just 2v2 theirs, try and force their camps.
What I have to say,
look,
I think that one of the biggest downfalls why we weren't able to really push that massive mid gap was that bot lane was just pushed in the entire time. If the bot lane was a bit more stable and we didn't lose that tower so early, I feel like we would have been able to press that advantage as you move to side waves more, where the Yone would have just struggled a lot more and you've got a lot more power. I think we should have, that was our biggest advantage. I think that will be our biggest advantage going into game 2, is press the advantage in mid. Make sure that their mid does not have any actual say in this game. The Yone kept missing ults. The only ult he hit, admittedly, was a big one and was that team fight that turned pretty much the game, surely in favor of Deadline Diff. But yeah, just if we can just stop their mid laner from playing the game, I think these games are so winnable if we play to our strengths and not, what quote unquote is the correct thing to do in draft, if that makes any sense. On paper, the draft was, if you it was exactly what you should be doing for a draft,
Discounting the Yumi,
playing to our strengths. No, Zeri Yumi is something that is drafted a lot. Like if you ask coaches, this is one of the drafts that they would probably be like, yeah, sure, if those bans happen, then it's probably not a bad overall draft for a top level team. But it's not playing to the team strengths of having Tom on something that can roam. But
that's one of Tom's biggest strengths, especially in solo queue. Yeah, he's like this super aggressive support. He runs around the map with his jungler. He makes the other junglers' life a living hell. But
I don't know if you see the slimy snail TikToks or not. But just the plays made in those are because he's able to roam and have this agency around the map. I think in game 2, if we don't give him that agency, it's doomed. I was hoping they would cook on that Zeri and Yumi, but they just didn't. But yeah.
I mean, that's the thing when you play with someone like Mackenzie, in my opinion. Mackenzie, this super late game player, he wants to go for that scaling, obviously, but he plays very far back in these team fights, right? And that's just not how Tom wants to play with these fights. Of course, he can peel for Mackenzie, but when he plays as Yumi, he's kind of locked on Mackenzie in these fights, because with this Alistar, if he detaches, he is gone, dude. He's not allowed to, do what he wants. He can't make the enemy's life a living hell. He's forced to play this more supportive role that he just... I won't say he's bad at, but it's just not what he can carry on. That's what Tom does best. He knows how to carry a game with his picks, with his play. And
that's what makes him such a valuable support. The fact that he is able to carry on a role that is difficult to carry on. If you don't give him the ability to carry, then obviously he's still an incredible player. And I don't think he necessarily had a bad game on the Yumi. I think it's just it was a bad Yumi game. If that makes any sense.
Sure.
I think he played as well as he could, but it was a difficult game for Yumi to play for the vast majority of it, just because Yumi's useless when you go behind. Completely useless when you go behind. And if we don't see, Tom put on these more engaged supports in this next map, this next game, I do think that it's just going to be a 2-0 for Deadline Diff.
If you look at the chat here, I've linked the slimy scaling snails TikTok here. This guy plays so aggressive. This guy is good at what he does, but
you didn't, because it's Twitch blocks links.
Twitch blocks links? Well, I'll just put his thing in. Slimy snail.
Everyone go look up the slimy snail on TikTok. Also, while you're here, if you do have a free Twitch Prime, I got told by the president to say this, please use your Twitch Prime on the BG Barracudas Twitch account, and give us some more subs so we can make production a bit better because I mean, look at this best of 3 thing right here. Come on.
I will be doing so on my alt account Wooly.
Hey.
I unfortunately used my Twitch Prime a few days ago, so I don't have it.
I refuse to buy Twitch Prime, so I will not be getting Twitch Prime.
But see, I have Amazon Prime. You have Twitch Prime with it, so like.
Yeah, true.
Talking about our sponsors here, we have we're
Oh yeah, of course,
Twitch
our sponsor.
Twitch Prime, as well as Assorted Nuts from Asda as well. I believe we
Hell
have a
yeah.
graphic. If we don't, I'm going to be very sad. There's
Do we have the graphic?
Pre-prepared graphic.
For what again?
Asda
Assorted nuts
Assorted
from
Nuts.
Asda.
I don't think so.
That is very
Squid
disappointing.
Squad versus Deadline Diff, brought to you by Assorted Nuts by Asda.
Dude, assorted
right
nuts
now-
are pretty good though. Yeah, they are pretty good.
For this next draft, I do have to say that Bournemouth needs to pray because otherwise it's not looking too good and it could be cooked right now. Leave it back to. I will now slide away from the caster's couch right now.
Of course, of course. 1 second. I think we have it up on stream now. There we go. The adds and nuts
Yeah.
selection right there. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, and hazelnuts. It's a great source of fiber. Thank you, Asda. This is not actually sponsored, by the way. But thank you, Asda, regardless, for your nut selection. This is an
Beware
amazing
of
product
allergies
here.
to nuts. Do not consume if allergic to nuts.
You know what? Even
Some
if you are
conditions
allergic
apply.
to nuts, just get your EpiPen ready, you know. Get it.
They're
you'll
worth
be
it.
you'll be fine.
They're worth it.
It is
They're
worth
the,
it.
they're worth the EpiPen. That's the new tagline. Asda Nuts. They're worth the EpiPen.
They're gonna start doing that, honestly.
Oh, hire me in marketing, man. Like, it's not what my degree's in,
True.
but hire me in marketing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Anyway, I'd like to just, say thank you to Jack the Hydra for providing that brilliant insight into
Thank you so much, Jack the Hydra.
into that last game. Your input was very appreciated, and yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, trying to enjoy the Squid Squad gameplay.
Thank you so much, Jack the Hydra.
I keep
You are the
hearing I keep hearing the thingy, the message thing going off on League, and I keep like, wanting to check my own client, even though it's not open.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you mean. Well, honestly, from that game, who else but Squid shit really to throw the game like that? I mean, he came in this game with vigor. He ended this game 8-3-4, if I remember correctly. But
Thing is,
Couldn't-
it's
couldn't manage to get
I
this.
think that's the thing is right with our friend Squid Dog, right? Is that I don't even mind his aggressive play. He just
Mhm.
doesn't do it in the right times.
Exactly.
I think he needs to
I
be
agree.
more careful about when he engages and make sure that his team is behind him, especially when playing, these champions that don't have as much kind of maneuverability and survivability. Like, you don't have loads on that Pantheon.
Yeah. I mean, something I really want to see out of this is, I want him on the bye now after seeing this Pantheon, but the main thing I want to see is I want to see Cutie Tom, my goat here, on something a bit more aggressive to not only do this, but also kind of make Max here, kind of follow him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that if we give Tom that the role of essentially shot calling in this game, I think that it's a lot better opportunity if you give Tom someone that can go in, and then let him just let him go in with Max as opposed to Max just going in on his own. That gives Squid Squad such a big advantage.
100%.
And I think that's where they need to be looking. They need to be looking at a strong support jungle
Yep.
draft.
I think with that as
And
well,
that's
something
that's
similar.
their best chance.
Yeah. Something like they did last draft as well with their mid laner, hopefully. Get the mid laner mixed in with that, leave the ADC kind of on his own island,
Yeah.
and, just force the
Honestly,
issue in the enemy jungle.
I mean, you saw that's what Deadline Diff did incredibly well in that game, as well as Alistar was able to take over so effectively. Alistar got given the freedom to roam for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
and it just meant that you couldn't do anything. Seeing the exact
As we
same
can
bands
see
come out
now.
again in the
Yeah.
Viego, the Talon, the Bard.
I'm hoping
Will
to
they
see
switch
something
it up
different on the
with
Squid side here.
Red 2?
Yeah, I don't want to see the smell ban. Maybe we'll see something like the Z-Rat that like hurt them so much, especially who had that Rylai, slowed them down so much, had so much control over that lane. Something a bit more, you know, something a bit more punishing compared to the
Yeah,
smell. Hopefully
definitely.
they ban it out and play something different in the bot lane. I liked the Zeri, but I think it needs something a bit more forceful to help it in the lane, kind of almost guide it, because the way that lane panned out was just them just trying to hide away from the Zero at the Alistar because they had no pry. They can't get pry with the Yumi. They have to play something, I think. Of course, the Bard is banned. I want to see something like maybe picking the Alistar themselves. Alistar would have been great on their comp here. But just something that can help the Zeri play more if the
And
Zeri does come
they
back
are
out.
listening. They are looking at. They are hovering that Zeref ban.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just pick the Xin Zhao straight away again. I mean, it looked like Squid Dog had no counters, had no answers to it in the jungle. I mean, obviously there was a lot of counters in terms of the rest of the game but in terms of jungle, it gave them such an advantage. And just let
That's
them
an interesting
roam
thing
a lot
about
more.
Xin Zhao. Yeah, it is only really countered by a few champs like that Trundle, but of course, Max's champ pool, he is originally a mid laner.
Yeah.
And that Jarvan, again,
it's the same
a champ
thing,
with
it's the
few
same thing as
counters.
Xin Zhao.
Yeah, the only counters you can
please
see to
don't-
Jarvan is
if-
the Lee Sin, it's the
really-
Graves, but again,
I'm really scared. Yeah. Camille, okay.
That's great here.
Okay, this is good.
I really like this Camille.
This is a lot better than the Yumi.
Yeah.
I love a Camille here.
Yeah, in the meta right now, if y'all haven't seen, Camille is a support. It will probably go in this bot lane here. And basically, what Camille can do in this game, she doesn't have to play lane with the Zeri. She is allowed to start level 1 top. She can start level 2 top, level 1 mid as well. She can do anything she wants on this map. Because with that Halo Blade setup, she can do more than 50% of someone's health bar instantly. And there's the Alistar, again, something that's used to counter the Camille, actually. So it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, do we think we're going to see the Sakura special of the Viego APC?
The Veigar APC, that will be interesting.
Do you think that's what we'll see?
I mean, I think so. I think this Veigar has been picked with this Alistar to contain this Camille.
Yeah.
And there's that Vi. Okay, so this champ is really good here because getting onto that Veigar without the ability to get stunned with her ultimate allows Max to have a bit more
I really want to see
creativity.
how Max pilots this Vi. I do really like Vi as a champion. I think she is so good if used
in turn
properly.
1. I remember in turn 1 of NSE I was on Max's team, by the way. But shout out to Fantastic Flex. It died like it was made
big up
terribly.
Fantastic Flex. It's still a role though. It's still a role. I still get things from it every so often.
Oh yeah. But no, this was one of his main champs during that time, and he wasn't bad. He found his targets, he knew his win con. But into this Alistar, into this Jarvan, I'm not sure how well it will do, you know?
Okay,
I'm not
we're
sure
seeing
what
the
he can
same
make.
bands coming out again.
It's a Syndra ban. Okay.
We're seeing the same bands come out from Deadline Diff though. Literally the exact same. The Talia coming out again.
Yeah. It is interesting though to see the Syndra ban. I don't remember what it was game 1. I can check right now actually. It was
Yasuo and then Aatrox.
Yeah, instead
of
electing for the
looks
Yasuo
like it's
Syndra.
going to be. They clearly are scared of the Syndra into something they want to pick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, this is just drafting more for the mid lane.
It's just the exact same draft, the exact same bands even from Deadline Diff. I mean, this is why I think that Fearless is the way forward, because you just avoid a lot of this.
Yeah. I mean, I agree for sure. You know, banning out the Alistar, the Zeri here, you know, allowing more creativity in the drafts, forcing people to pick things they're not used to. But something interesting from Isaac in the chat, we pick Locke. Okay, Locke, okay. But again, what Isaac was saying in the chat, Fantastic
Okay.
Flex NSC team is legally distinct from the Fantastic Flex, which is fair. One died in a
Yeah,
fiery
I
tank
see that.
crash, and the other was a terrible NSC team. Okay. So Mistress picks Lock here on red side. Again, a really powerful champion that we've seen picked up all over the place. It can just one-shot everything. And
I haven't
think
actually
that's...
seen much gameplay from Locke. I'm going to be completely honest, but that's more on me,
Alright.
just not really
Yeah.
seeing it. I mean, it's
Alright,
not really like the games I've played. It's not shown up yet, so.
So you know how like level 3 a Kali can like one-shot you?
Oh yeah, is that just Locke basically? Or can Locke
That's
do it level
Lock
1?
level 1. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be a fun game to watch.
So electing for the Tryndamere mid here, I assume, to counter this Lock. I'm assuming it's going to be the Halo Blades Profane Hydra setup, the lethality setup for Tryndamere, where he can
Yeah.
early trade that Lock, maybe get a lucky crit in, you know,
Can I
and
just ask,
try and...
where on earth is this Tryndamere and Renekton going?
I think that's Tryndamere mid and Renekton top. So my assumptions
that's
here
what I was
are...
thinking, because I don't understand why you would ever take Renekton mid.
So the reason we would take Tryndamere here is to counter this Lock, again, for that super strong early game. And the Renekton blind is just something that's good into Mikey. Mikey plays a lot of these champs that have massive shields, and Renekton's empowered W.
I mean, I don't mind a Renekton
shield.
blind full stop, really. I think is such a strong champion to blind.
Not many counters other than obviously the Gnar, but even then that's more of a skill matchup. But yeah, Renekton's just really good. His E in power takes away armor, his W in power takes away shields. Both really good into our top laner's champ pool, who, for a lack of better words, only plays tanks and sometimes Rise. So
yeah,
we see that Tom Kench picked up. I'm not sure about this because that is a really losing lane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Tom Kench top loads at all. Anyway, I've never really. I know people were playing it for a while, but I never liked it personally. I didn't mind him. I hated playing against him as support, but when it was top lane, it was like whatever. But yeah, I don't like the Tom Kench pick here at all. Otherwise, out of this draft, I don't mind it.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is Camille allowed with her agency, but the problem is, I see, who is her target? Who would her and buy target this game? This Veigar is very safe with the cage of the Alistar. This Tryndamere,
that's the thing. There's no one to really just jump on. Yeah,
like when I look at the list of our draft, we have Renekton Dominus, we have Tryndamere ulti. He won't die. Again, Jarvan, who with his build, he's gonna go Sundered into GA or Death's Dance. He won't die to this Camille either. This Camille looks like it'll fall off and not be able to do much other than maybe ult this Veigar and make an opening. But again, I'm just not sure how this.
Oh my god, we have the official Squid esports account saying not a bad pant game in the chat right
here. Not a bad pants game. Hey Max, how you doing?
Max, I think you have more important things to focus on than...
Yeah. Focus up, man.
Lock in. We need to take this to a game 3. We need that viewer retention. We need that ad revenue. And we also want to see Squid Squad make it to semi-finals so we can see again. So we can watch them again.
I am getting some...
time ad broke, by the way.
Perfect.
It's actually really perfect time because we've got like the 3-minute spectator delay and we shouldn't get another one now in this entire game.
Hopefully.
Wait,
Amumu's good here. Wait, Amumu's good here. A little backstory. On our first NSE game in this fantastic flex that we so hate, our friend Squid Dog showed up drunk.
Oh, I heard about this. I heard about this.
And he kept saying, wait, Amumu's good here.
I think I was playing with I was thinking Feathers
I was stuff, right? Yeah.
And I remember we all jumping into call with you guys after our games had finished. It was just so funny.
All right. I have some insider info. Are you ready?
Go for it.
So I can confirm this. Tom Kench is going top. But we of course know Mikey as the Scion guy, right?
Yeah.
And apparently Mikey is saying, allegedly, that he's picked this because of the Jarvan. Now, I'm not sure why he would ever do this.
I don't know why you would pick that into such a losing lane, though, because you're going to have no impact.
Because this Tom Kench is about to be light years behind. And I'm not sure how the Jarvan changes this. Like, he can, of course, if the Jarvan pulls his Cataclysm, he can just W in. But the thing about Jarvan is, after he Cataclysms, he can also just EQ out.
Yeah.
He has that Flag and Drag ready at all times. It's such a low cooldown. And if that Tom Kench W's into this Cataclysm, then what if he gets stuck there? He just becomes a target with his Veigar. And it's just a brawling pit for this Renekton, this Tryndamere, this Alistar, this Jarvan. Massive bruisers here. I don't know why we'd ever elect to go into it or out of it. Especially with the Scion, who can, take control of the Cataclysm. The Jarvan's never ulted the Scion, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just, don't understand. I sometimes, look, I love Mikey, don't get me wrong. Fantastic. Okay, I was going to say fantastic guy, but that's pushing it a bit too far. Spectacular rage baiter.
Great rage bait.
I don't understand what this what this Tom Kench actually does here.
Yeah, I'm not very sure at all. I'm not sure at all. I mean, well, we're going into the game now, so we will see. Hopefully, goddammit, we were wrong.
Yeah, honestly, I like being proven wrong in these sort of things.
Yeah. Well, I would much rather be wrong here than right.
Yeah.
Well,
I did love seeing that loading screen. All the borders were like emerald and stuff, and then you just had Mikey's, which was bronze. That was just no border.
I love my goat. I love my goat, Mikey.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I hate him.
You hate him, but you love him at the same time.
Yeah. It's hard to do both. It's so easy and hard to do both at the same time.
It's easy to do both with Mikey, but it's hard to do both with anyone else.
Yeah.
It's just because it's Mikey.
Alright, and here's the trade. Oh, the ego's wide! Tom gets
just under.
No!
He luckily doesn't have to burn flash, but that's awful level 1.
That's so bad. Again, I'm gonna pull up the scoreboard now.
Yeah, I mean, he's already had to use both his pots. He's basically down 100 gold.
Yeah, very unfortunate. And we can see
the Flash got pinged, which might actually mean that they can catch him. They can catch the bot lane off guard.
A little bit of a misread here.
Flash is down.
We can see Mistress here went for the bone plating to counteract this early Tryndamere damage, and again we can see the lock damage itself.
Yeah,
completely destroyed that Tryndamere. He's going lethal tempo.
I'm seeing what you mean now with lock.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this Tryndamere setup. Lethal tempo into that team. I mean, good luck getting that stacked. I mean, who are you going for? You can't get past the Tom Kench. That's a terrible idea. Ooh, the W going wide as well.
I mean, I watch his gameplay sometimes. I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. You see already, look, if we look down this minimap, the Camille's already roaming.
Yeah. I mean, this Camille's looking mid here, trying to just one-shot this Tryndamere.
Again, we must pay attention to Max's clear speed. Isaac hasn't said it this time.
Yeah.
But
and just like that, he has no health. The Camille doesn't need it anymore. This lock can just solo kill him under that tower. Oh, I think
takes a turret shot.
I think he must have had Scorch or something there. I'm not sure.
No.
Oh, no Scorch.
Maybe?
Scorch is blue. Never mind.
It looked like an ability.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. I don't really know what Tryndamere does. I never see him.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked like
very interesting. Oh, the Tryndamere is going in now. Lethal tempo is stacking. Crit 1, crit 2. No!
Oh my
Oh,
god!
no.
Rock survives on literally 1 HP. And
As you
Mistress
can
draws
see
first
there,
blood in that 1v1.
yeah, as you can see there, the lock W healing him for so much. But the most important thing with this lethal tempo setup, the autos just come out too slow for a champion like Lock. He just one-shots you too quick. You need that quick damage into this burst mage. Otherwise, you know, he's just gonna out-trade you early game. Something you can do about it.
I mean, Mikey's doing well up here in this. He's not gone really too far behind.
Mm-hmm. Well, full clear McGee again. Back on his full clear. You know how he does. You know how he is. We saw the
Full
Jarvan
clear into
earlier
a back.
looking
Full
bot.
clear into a back.
Yeah, we saw the Jarvan earlier looking bot when this Camille was roaming, but nothing came of it, so he will just take that top scuttle. He will, yeah, now just base. What? The Tryndamere!
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
god! What did he do?
Oh, Mistress is not respecting the lethal tempo,
Yeah.
I guess. Wow.
I mean, you're seeing how easily Camille can just kind of get
Yeah.
out, but it doesn't
And then the
matter
Camille get
when
picked up
you got
as well.
Veigar.
Yeah, and the Alistar gets caught here now.
Yeah.
Gonna put it back to live here. Big damage from the lock going in. E goes wide. E goes completely wide by Tom here. Alistar is here now. And it looks like
And yeah,
Tom is just dead.
Yeah. Can Mistress get anything back? It doesn't look like it. Mistress is just
Bluetooth
dead
auto
again.
for the save.
This is just
Oh no. This is disappointing.
it started off looking like it might be a different story in this game, but seeing the
Yeah.
same old thing time and time again.
Really getting flashbacks to last game where this early game just did not pan out well for the Squid Squad side, and it's happening again. Just disappointing to see.
And you just see it, like just how
Mackenzie
impressive this
trading
Veigar can be.
Yeah. Mistress all inning here, trying to burn that ulti. Oh, he throws his own ulti wide. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now this Tryndamere has not popped ulti yet, can still go for that dive, and there's the Alistar combo we were talking about. The Vi is caught, cancels the flag and drag. You can see the Vi going in again, but the Alistar is there to cover. W comes out, nothing comes of it again.
I don't mind that sort of going in from Max. He knows he can disengage. He knows he's got backup, and it's just stopping. It's just stopping that threat.
Yeah, the Vi
But
is staying here.
Gone.
Oh, the Vi's turning onto the Jarvan, doing big damage here.
Forces the flash out.
Mackenzie here has proc 6, but can die to the Veigar, and there it
And
goes.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
Should get at least one back.
Importantly, this Vi is on level 6. He can't get in there.
This Alistar has been hard carrying both of these games with these headbutts.
Yeah.
These headbutts have been absolutely perfect to just make sure that they just can't take any advantage.
Yeah. Again, we can see from this Tryndamere, he still has ulti. He doesn't need to do anything. He can keep taking these aggressive fights. He can heal up with his Q after. Can't do anything on the map. And we can see on the scoreboard as well, we found Mikey died in the 1v1 to this Renekton. Again, pointing out the weakness of picking the Tahm Kench into a champ like the Renekton. And the Tryndamere is going to dive. He pops the ghost. Doesn't need to burn ulti, but gets the Lock's flash.
It's just a sloppy game again from the side of Squid Squad.
Mikey going in for the all-in. Oh! He gets the ult off, but Dominus is popped. Can they one-shot him? And they get the one-shot.
They managed to get him down.
Yeah. Mikey picking up the kill. I'm not sure if this is good because, again, this Vi needs these kills to be able to get onto this Veigar. Giving kills over to this Tahm Kench will lead to nothing. Mackenzie getting caught in the trap.
But it's really, really difficult game. I think part of these players you're seeing are, I do think, in a way, the Squid Squad's mental is kind of booming.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can see that in there's a lot of desperation in a lot of these players.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big contrast from game one in the mid lane, at least. Again, in the last game, Tiago Mistress having such a big, like, he was dominating that lane, and now it looks like he's falling behind on this lockpick.
I mean, I think it's just, yeah, I mean, I think I think it's more of the matchup. I mean, the Aurora worked so well into that Yone.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the Tryndamere and Locke being quite an even matchup, you have to say. And then it just means that, yeah, a lot of Tiago, and I mean, Aurora is such a mechanically difficult champion, and that's where you see Mistress shine, is with these mechanics heavy champions. Zop doesn't seem like it's as mechanically heavy so far. It's more just, can you aim your buttons right?
For sure. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is just not playing to Mistress's strengths at all. I mean, yeah, I want to see something better, but an 8-3 scoreline in the kills, maybe 9-3 now.
You can see the ult coming out from Mikey here.
Dominus was.
It looks like this Renekton's dead again.
Renekton, yeah, should go down.
Oh, Mikey's getting minion blocked. Oh no, the Renekton lives, and can he turn? He has his Empower W and Q up. But again...
Dominus has now worn off though. So I don't think there's any real room.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that is...
Oh, calm, you can't do that.
He just didn't know he didn't know he was on a ward, clearly.
The ward just came out, I think. That's...
Yeah, did he ward at the perfect time? Yeah.
Oh no, he warded while like this just happened.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe Tom didn't see the ward. Maybe he was in his shop. But yeah, dying there. Mikey going in, picks up the kill, coming back to the mid lane now. Picks up the kill on the Tryndamere. This Locke is getting fed. Yeah.
Goblin could go down here as well. Yeah. Or flag and drag onto Mistress. But the country's arrived.
600 gold going
it's shut down by the buy.
Yep. Something important to know on takedown. On takedown, Locke gets his dash ability back, which again is a damage ability as well. So using that to dodge the flag and drag from the Jarvan in that time, I'm assuming the Jarvan had no idea what was happening, caught him off guard, and he got caught out for it by the buy.
I mean, I've noticed it. Mistress loves this Dark Seal. Picked it up again in this game.
Yeah, we see 3 stacks, but more importantly, we see a very late call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, stun goes off perfectly. Ult comes out. But the Zeri...
The away again.
The Zeri damage nowhere to be seen. Yeah. The Tryndamere has ultimate. And it comes nothing of...
I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with it, though. Now, he does still die, even through the ultimate.
Tiago's ulti is... Sorry, the Locke's ultimate is an execute that lingers for a while. And utilizing that to wait out the Tryndamere ulti, the execute stays on for a while. Through. Yeah.
There's a huge shield though, and he does.
Mikey's picked up.
Eventually go down.
We can see this top lane turret getting peppered. Only 1 plate left. Mid lane, only 1 plate left. And with the champs like Tryndamere, Renekton.
This is where all the gold leads come from in every single game. I mean, it's just all on the. Oh, it's all on the turrets. There's been we've had no priors in any lanes. It just means that the turrets get taken down, and it's 4 or 5k gold over for literally nothing. Yeah,
and the Renekton gets the first turret gold, and it's just something that you've picked up from these drafts. It's just that we have not been able to draft something for Mikey that can stop these champions like the Aurelia, the Renekton, and in the mid lane with the Locke. Of course, picking up some kills now, getting his first item. He's still, his turret is still low.
I mean,
another kill for the Locke, though.
Out, you have to burn Flash and Ignite. But I mean, using some of the timing is quite well. I mean, you knew the Tryndamere should know the Tryndamere has no Flash and no Ghost. Can get through. And Camille just looks like...
The buy is here to cover. Oh, The Q coming out from the
Still
Jarvan
goes through.
saves him. But Max is still looking. Doesn't have the
There was
ultimate
no
ability.
ult and
Looks like he's
no-
caught out here. Just
Can't stack
committing
passive
too
blows
much
on anyone.
again.
It's just again with Max and the overcommitment.
Yeah.
You got to say that's like the biggest weakness in his game. I've thought he's had a decent game so far, but it's just the overcommitment in that one fight.
I mean, we can see now this Veigar has 160 stacks already. That's great for this time. Especially in this bot lane. He's allowed to stack on both opponents. But this Camille is 0-5. I don't want to say it, but he's inting right now. He is just running it down, giving over these important kills.
I think some of it just has to do with the fact that Camille is just in a very difficult spot in this game. Like, Camille's just not... This Alistar is doing so well to shut down anything that Camille tries to do.
Yeah. I mean, again, you see when Locke's ult goes wide, this this Tryndamere is allowed to just do whatever he wants. Just walks in, gets 2 kills there again. No turret here on the top side, so the Renekton can do what he wants as well. I'm not sure how Mikey is planning to win these trades into this Renekton. Mid turret goes down as well.
And yeah, I think bot turret's also gone or about to go. So it's just all in all a losing game. I mean...
Yeah.
A lot of it, you got to say, is self-inflicted. There's a lot of just stupid mistakes that shouldn't be made from the side of Squid Squad. And you go from a game one that was, despite it looking like it wasn't very close, was on a knife's edge for a lot of it.
Yeah.
To a game where it just looks like Squid Squad never really got started. They never really kind of found anything.
I mean, something important to note here is this. Oh, Alistar saves Mackenzie there. But what's important here is that
and could die for
Mackenzie
it.
still doesn't have a... Yeah, Mackenzie still doesn't have an item. He just gets flashed on by the
And
Veigar.
Yeah.
Skilled outplay button there. Flash R.
Yeah. And yeah.
Oh, gets caught on the stun and another kill to the
dead as
Veigar.
well. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
I think this would be one of the greatest comebacks if they're able to...
I mean, it's 15 minutes in and there's a 10k goal lead on my screen.
Yeah. It's just... Seeing the surrender vote trying to come through. Aloy, never FF.
Never FF. I mean, that's just to show how bad their mental is right now.
Yeah, the mental has completely gone. This game is now unwinnable.
Yeah. If you keep mental in these scaling games, of course, there's ways to come back, but when you see the FF vote, your mental goes down, right?
Like, this game, if it's able to go on for long enough, it's still technically winnable.
100%.
Because of just how much the team scales. But if you're FF voting at the first time you can, you're not going to be in that position to be able to come back.
Yeah.
Ult from Camille comes out now. But Tom just
one shot again.
This Renekton's so far ahead of everything else that there's just nothing.
Yeah. Looking to turn, but this Tryndamere, again, 1.5 items. He's so strong. He has the ghost, he has the ulti, but doesn't pop it, gets taken by the lock ulti. Again, Renekton going for an aggressive trade, but as you can see, the ADC only has 1. Look at the goal lead in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Why?
6-0-5 on that Veigar.
Mikey! Oh my god. As you can see here, their best player by a mile, Michael J. Michelson, gassed himself, trying to solo carry this team.
He's trying to put the team on his back.
Herald comes through with a Jarvan's coming down.
Dying.
Yeah.
He still isn't. He's
Shut
still
down,
alive.
going
He
to
finally
the
goes
Camille.
down.
We see 4 people coming on this Jarvan. They're losing a lot of gold here, but the Jarvan's out. It's Chemtech now.
Jarvan survives, and it's not awful based on the position that they're in. But I mean, just look at the mid lane. There's no turrets.
Yeah, I mean this mid tier 2 going. I mean, Brett's Eye's playing blind. Look at this. There's 2 wards here, but there's no vision on this whole map. They can Blue side can do whatever they want.
Well, and it's what you said earlier, isn't it? About the vision.
Yeah. it's another game where there's no vision on the map because they put themselves so far behind, making these silly decisions in jungle and bot lane, playing so safe. But
It's not even just silly decisions. I think the only lane that has really had a decent lane is this top lane, is Mikey.
yeah, Flash.
I feel like, wasting the ultimate there as well. I mean, it didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't need to use the ultimate to secure the kill there, and it's a massive cooldown, massive engage cooldown gone now.
And this Jarvan's sticking on this Vi. There's no turret there to protect him. Catalysm comes out. Q's out, and she looks fine. This Zeri still does no damage. The Cull hasn't popped. Only one item. That's just an attribute of how late the bot quest is completed. Again, the Camille was not in this lane to help the Zeri through this. So the Zeri's just getting dove on cooldown, getting killed on repeat. Can't get gold.
And
Good ulti by Tom, but it doesn't help.
And again, there's no one around him. It was a really good ulti, but if there were people around him, he would have survived.
1 in 9 on this Camille pick. Like, we were hoping to see something more aggressive, but I think he's just tilted at this point.
I think
not playing like he normally does.
It's gotta be just tilt. This entire team feels tilted. The only one who doesn't feel tilted is Mikey, but Mikey never tilts.
Mikey is the mental fortitude of a god.
Mikey is just always tilted. I think like the Hulk when he's always angry.
Yeah. Perpetual tilt.
He's perpetually tilted, so it just doesn't affect him.
Yeah. Mikey TPing in here, but I don't think there's anything to be found.
And I don't think he's got any way of escaping either. Okay, no, he
managed
does have
to dodge the Jarvan EQ. Manages to escape. This doesn't look good.
And it's just gonna be the third Drake over. It's gonna be Soul Point now.
I mean, so many plates with this Tryndamere that can't be contested. His E is such a good tool to escape this very telegraph lock ultimate. And now they're looking again. This Veigar is level 13. He's on pace with everyone else in the game. Mikey going in here, but I'm not sure how it'll turn out. Oh, big kill for Tiago, but it's taken right back by the Veigar. This Veigar doesn't have the ultimate anymore. Tom Kench ulti coming out, and the Veigar just gets a double kill.
Yeah.
I mean they just don't have the damage.
It's the gold diff playing such a vital role there. Like, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, a steady 11th gold lead. These kills aren't giving them anything.
You have a Veigar that's got 2 items and 2 rods.
300 stacks at 20 minutes.
Yeah. Like,
he's at 650 AP.
Is this one of the quickest games in Div 1 NSE history?
Probably. I mean, you have to think about how shot the mental is on the Squid Squad side.
Honestly,
not really playing as a team anymore.
I think the mental is the culprit for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll be able to get any of the players in for a post-match interview?
I don't think so.
I don't think any of them are going to have the mental to do a post-match interview.
Yeah. I mean, I'll ask. I can't promise you anything.
Oh no, I'm not, I said that like half joke because I know that the mental is boomed, and I know that they're gonna not want to talk about this game. For a lot of these players as well, it's like most of them graduate. Or have finished their degrees. Like, obviously this is an alumni tournament, so if they do decide they want to play again next split or next summer split, they can. But for these players, this is the last hurrah in NSE.
This is the last time they can play NSE. Again, Isaac, the captain of this team,
wasn't even able to
play today.
And this
was his chance to play in Div 1. He's never played in Div 1 before. His team finally makes it. He's not allowed to play.
Obviously, you do have the fact that they can come back as alumni for next summer, but it's not going to be the same. Everyone's going to have, you think in a year's time, they're going to have like responsibilities and stuff. They can't just. They might not be able to just give up their Tuesday evenings to play League of Legends in a semi-structured competitive way. Like, they might just not have the time for it. And you've got to imagine this is not the way these players wanted to go out from, where they were. I mean, not even, about what they just over a year ago, some of these players were playing on LAN finals.
Yeah.
And going to bow out in.
It is disappointing, you know. I mean, these players are good. We've
They
seen
are
their solo
all
queue ranks. We've
incredible
seen them in past
players.
tournaments. It's just, you know, I feel like the mental's too short here to do anything, and it's kind of disappointing to see that because you don't want this to be your last game. You know, losing, not even going to a game 3. It's quite unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, you want to go out, at least putting up a fight, but 15k goal down at 24 minutes, this feels a lot more like a solo queue game than it does a competitive or semi-competitive match of League of Legends. Obviously, it's League of Legends, they can still come back.
Yeah. Again, this gold lead has reached 15k, but you have to look at that Veigar. If that Veigar gets shut down, that is a lot of gold at the hands of whoever gets it.
Yeah.
The right side team, of course, like naturally you'll see Veigar, you think they have the better scaling, but in this game, the right side team does have the better scaling team comp.
But I mean, this doesn't. Yeah.
It's not looking good.
That's one way of putting it.
And it looks like they will just end here. This looks like the end of the game. Everyone else is down other than Mistress over here.
Yeah, this is just.
Tom has left the game.
Tom's left the game. Yeah, it's just. They've decided it's over.
Yep. GG's come out.
GG's.
That's game.
B Barracuda's Twitch stream.
That is unfortunate.
It was not the good omen they needed.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote for the Squid Squad.
Yeah. I mean, again, we saw in the early game, there were strokes of luck. There were things that we could have done, but, you know, just nothing came out of it. Quite unfortunate. Anyways, any final thoughts on how the game went?
I think just that game was a pure mental game. I think that's entirely what it was. Like if you have, you know, if you don't mental boom after that game 1, going into that game 2, I think it's a much different game. The fact that you lose mental
for sure
that quickly, you know, you start off the game really well as well. You get a really good early solo lane kill right in that mid lane, and you think, oh, we can push that advantage, but you don't. You just leave it, and then, you know, everything else happens. I didn't massively, I don't know, I don't know how much I liked the Zeri in that second game, especially like what was drafted around it.
Yeah, for sure.
If like you need to draft around a Zeri, and I think that was a lot of where kind of fell apart.
You see in chat, Squid Esports says, bring me in for an interview.
Yeah, that's Max, I believe.
Yeah. Max, if you would like to join any of the voice channels, we will bring you up into this one for the interview. Just don't say anything crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, bring me in. Yep, we're just waiting for you to join up.
It's in the
BU Esports Society.
Barracuda's Discord server. Obviously, as a sanctioned event by the society, we need to do everything above board.
Yeah. No swearing either, hopefully, for the most part.
Right, well, we'll call it a minute 25. B Barracuda is taking an ad break. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it's up.
I'm not gonna say anything crazy.
Hello, Max. Hello.
Hi, Max. Yeah, I unfortunate loss. I'm very sorry for the result.
Yeah. I mean, you said something about it being a mental game, and I honestly don't think it was. I think at that point, mental came into it, but I also think, I don't know, they just played better. Happens, but like,
It just
I
looked
think-
like, obviously, from our perspective, it looked like a lot of the fights that was being taken, at least for me, it looked like a lot of them were fights that you wouldn't have taken with a different like mentality in the game. If you were 1-0 up, for example, I think it would have been some of those fights wouldn't have been taken.
Do you mean early or
Yeah.
late?
Later on, for sure.
More like
Later on, it
no,
wouldn't-
late was just like it was
mattered
just
anyway,
it was
desperation.
you were chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean more like kind of like the mid game where it wasn't completely lost yet, but
Mm.
you were still a little bit behind. A lot of those fights felt more like they were forced when they didn't need to be forced. You know, like there was other advantages you could have pressed at that time. Maybe obviously
Yeah.
I'm reading it wrong, but
I mean, no, I mean, look, it definitely, we weren't in the highest of spirits. This obviously isn't the team that we played most of our games with. I mean, I only joined in on the third week and fourth
Third week, yeah.
So that was already a mix up, and then we this game we brought 2 new people on. But I mean that just couldn't be helped. That is what it is. But yeah, there was definitely wasn't. It wasn't the best the team could be, and that's for multiple reasons.
Is there anything you would have done differently during this game to, maybe like change how the game plays out, maybe take control of it?
On the Pantheon game, I think I took control as much as I could have. Probably there were a few dodgy Pantheonars, but that's obviously I'm off roll, so I'm still basically learning the champ as I go. But I don't know. I think we had a confused identity within the team. I think some people could have played better and they're capable of playing better, but obviously that's a day-to-day basis,
Yeah, of course.
And so when our identity is revolving around players that aren't exactly having a great game either, that also makes it a lot more difficult. Vi, Camille, and Locke was more of an attempt to just kind of cheese a high gold early game just through skirmishes and stuff, but obviously it didn't work out like that with the Alistair pick. That was really good into Camille.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd have to say I think that Vi pick was really good. I thought that Vi game did look really good. It was just a difficult game for obviously that Camille to play in a different scenario. I think that Camille, again, we were saying that Camille was a very good pick, but obviously Alistair coming out just made that really unplayable.
Yeah, I also think at a certain point it's kind of impossible for me to get any agency on the back line. So obviously the only person that can get onto them with Vagar Cage in play is me.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the gold and they had too much gold. And so that was kind of, it doesn't work. We were too far behind to make our skirmishing comp work. And that we said early game, we either win like by 20 or lose by 20. And so obviously one of them was true.
I mean, the second draft is like super different from the first draft, allowing Tom to, of course, play a more engaged role compared to the Yuumi that I think was drafting game 1. Like, I wasn't too sure about the Yuumi. I know Zera Yuumi is a good combo, but Tom is like, great at playing the engage. He loves playing the map with the jungle. I'm not sure if the Yuumi kind of fit into his playstyle there.
I think that caused a bit of frustration too within the team because obviously, our support being one of our highest peaking players, being forced onto Yuumi, or not forced, but picking Yuumi because obviously there's a lot of frustration because you're tethered to someone. So, you're tethered to someone lower elo than you. So that's always gonna. But at the same time, I think it worked out because it gave the flexibility to bring the Yuumi onto Pantheon, and then that's really strong for skirmishing too, because like I had decent gold on the first game, not the second game. I was like way behind, but I don't know. I think I think I'm coping when I said mentor didn't come into play on the second game. It definitely did. But...
Yeah. I mean, another big thing I've seen in this draft is that you elected not to ban the Mel and you elected to ban the Zerath instead.
Yeah.
What was your thought process behind that?
That was kind of that was orientated because in the first game, right, we played Zerayumi into Xerath, which in theory should be winning. So we opted to play more aggressively. Of course, it's difficult to change how you play in between a series. But yeah, I think we realized that both the Zeri and I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to engage without the Zeri, and our Zeri was very reluctant to engage on the Xerath, so we were just getting poked down. That's not kind of our style of team fighting, so it was more to just save face. Especially because Vi is a lot better into what's called Mel. So
of course,
yeah, at least gave us that option.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vi was a good pick. I just think it was too far behind.
I think Vi was very good here. Yeah. Like another thing is like you saw in game 1, they played a very side lane heavy comp with the Aurelia, with the Yone, and they drafted a pretty similar comp again with the Renekton Tryndamere. Like, what were your plans going into the second draft after the first one, seeing that they like to play this mage bot and kind of just leave him and play for their side lanes? What were you thinking?
Yeah, so when they picked Yone and remind me what it was. Yone and Aurelia. Pantheon's pretty good into both of them. So like I wasn't worried going in game 1 about having to gank them or side lane against them. This game, Vi into Tryndamere or Renekton, it's a lot scarier. So we kind of opted for skirmishing where we could. But basically, but like that, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. So like as soon as they get gold on them, we're just hyper useless. So I don't know. I think we tried our best. I think for the substitutions we had in the team, I don't think that was the cause of the loss, but I think our team wasn't used to playing together.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, from what we've seen before with Isaac, he kind of helps with your communications a lot to the team. Yeah, and it felt like you were a bit more disjointed during these 2 games.
Yeah,
compared to the last weeks.
Yeah, but it's a shame. It is a shame to go out on the first round, but someone had to.
Yeah. Well, it was great having you, Max. Thank you so much for showing up in this interview.
Yeah, thank you for giving us an insight into how those games played out.
Yeah, and GG's, just so you know, this is coming from me. I think you were the best player in the first game and second game.
I appreciate that. I am in the call though, so that might be a bit biased.
No. To be fair, I think I was saying on stream that you looked really good in both of those games. I thought you had a very good both of those games. They were very difficult for you to play, especially off roll.
Yeah. Especially that Pantheon game.
Oh yeah. No. I was kind of glazing myself after that Pantheon game. But, No, okay, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Of course. All right. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that comes in end to the Div 1 NSE run for Squid Squad. They tried their best, but it is what it is. Someone has to get out. Sadly, it was done today.
Didn't end in the way that we would hope, as obviously them being representatives of BU Barracudas. But we're proud of the team nonetheless for making it as far as they did. And we hope to see them, maybe come back for next summer and actually win it this time.
Yeah. Sadly, Isaac will never have played in Div 1. Sorry, Isaac. My condolences. Well, anyways.
Unfortunate for Isaac. Very, very upset for him. Actually, I know how much effort and work he does put into this game and how much the competitive side of it does actually mean to him.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining the stream. I have been Yak. My Twitch is WoolinXD. Please follow. Thank you very much.
I've been Ezra. My name is Ezralibert on literally everything. So yeah, if you know my name on one thing, you can find me everywhere. This is really good branding, personally.
True.
I think both of us are planning on streaming on Twitch pretty soon. So yeah, go check both of us out.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for joining, and this has been us. See you next time. Bye-bye.